All right, guys, how's it going? I'll be live on here tonight around 6 or 7 UK time if you want to come along for a natter about all things LFC. Oh, yeah, it'd be good to catch up with you, because I've been away for a few days in England and I'm just sort of like getting back into things again. I'm also catching up on the Spanish football dailies to see what they're saying about Konaté. Yeah. Or dare I fucking say it, Alexis McAllister. Fortunately, that's quiet, and I don't think we're going to see anything this summer about him. But I think we're going to see some speculation about him during the season. But this article here was published in Sport yesterday, and it's about Asencio. And you might think, I'm not interested in Asencio, I couldn't give a flying, but it's relevant, I think, because it also has an effect with Konaté, and Konaté is mentioned in this article. Now, I think I might have some additional notes about Konaté, so I'll go through this just briefly, and then I'll just have a look at my notes. I've been to the cafe this morning. I go to the cafe every morning and I review everything for you. And I compile my notes with my assistant Dave. You know my assistant Dave, my AI. Right, so Raul Asencio's fall from grace. Now, do you know what, guys? Asencio last season, as far as I can remember, he broke through last season and they absolutely went to town with him, right? The media, right? All over Spain, Barcelona media, Madrid media, everything. What a great player, great talent. He's going to be a defender for fucking years for Real Madrid alongside Dean Huijsen and all that. And he hadn't had a great Club World Cup. Now, he's falling down the pecking order if you believe everything now. And you'll have seen articles the last couple of weeks where they've been absolutely sticking boot in him. And it just shows you, once you make a mistake at Real Madrid, they're not like our fans, I don't think, where they'll support you. Do you know what I mean? Darwin Núñez can miss 3 or 4 fucking chances with Núñez, do it still. Do you know what I mean? The reason I mention that is because I've always thought, Trent, honestly, what are you doing? Before he went there. So I've got an update coming for you regarding Trent as well. Anyway, Raul Asencio was once seen as a future Sergio Ramos and a guaranteed starter under Ancelotti. His performances at the Club World Cup were disastrous. Gave away a penalty versus Al Hilal. Sent off early against Pachuca. At fault for a goal against PSG after a poor mistake. These errors severely damaged his standing, and Xabi Alonso no longer trusts him. Bear in mind, this is the Barcelona media. Despite renewing his contract until 2031 with a €1 billion release clause, his future is now uncertain. If Konaté signs, Asencio could become Real Madrid's 5th choice centre-back, forcing a possible exit. Now, it goes on. Konaté, Xabi Alonso's target. Konaté is now the priority defensive signing for Xabi Alonso following the Club World Cup issues. His Liverpool contract expires in 2026 and Madrid may wait to sign him for free or try to buy him now. But they're way apart on the valuations. Liverpool saying they want €50 million. Real Madrid saying they'll pay 20 to 25 million tops euros. Liverpool are resisting the move and want him to renew, but Madrid see him as the ideal piece to complete a back three with Militao and Huijsen, and that would push Asencio further down the pecking order. Now, let me just go back to my first notes today. Yesterday, there was an article in Marca saying Real Madrid, still looking at the possible signing of Ibrahima Konaté, and that Marca was suggesting a growing summer transfer saga between Liverpool and Madrid because of Konaté, the interest with Konaté, Liverpool's interest in Rodrigo. What else have I got for you? Just let me check my notes, guys, regarding Konaté, Raul Asencio. I've got stuff coming up regarding Trent next. Right, here we go. So, page 3 of Marca today. Let me just still pause this. Bet you didn't even notice that, did you? Yeah, this is page 3 of Marca today. And this is about Saliba. Now, again, you might go, I'm not interested in Saliba. Yeah, but it's related to Konaté again, who is discussed in this article. Basically, Saliba moves away and Asencio rises in this article. So it says here, yesterday brought both bad and good news for Real Madrid. The bad, Saliba, a white target, is moving away from Madrid. The good, Asencio is now officially a player of the Real Madrid first team after months of being part of and starring under the orders of Ancelotti first and then Xabi Alonso. Basically, what that means is being registered as a first team player for the season, despite speculation his face doesn't fit under Alonso. But he hasn't got a squad number yet. But that's, I think last year he had maybe like a squad number associated to a youth player, you know what I mean? Because it just come through. So they mention in this article comments by Saliba, which is the bad news, regarding a renewal with Arsenal. And he said, I hope soon, when he was asked about a renewal. And then he said, God is great. This year we're going to try to win everything. Yeah, you keep trying. Now, this, of course, opens the door further for Konaté. Now, in the article, specifically on Konaté, they add, Real Madrid is also tracking another French centre-back, Ibrahima Konaté, who now seems better placed to move to Real Madrid. For starters, he has 1 year less on his contract than his compatriot until 2026, so it's even more urgent for Liverpool to renew him. However, that has not yet happened, and the player could run down his deal with the Anfield club to arrive free at Madrid. The other, less likely option is that both parties reach an agreement for a transfer this very summer, but Liverpool continues trying to renew his contract, okay? So that basically gives you just a little bit of, what's the word, insight into what the Spanish media is saying, right? So they're talking about Asencio falling down, Saliba falling away for the club. So if Asencio is not seen as like being reliable at the moment, and Saliba is not being an option for them, that makes it stronger that they would go for Konaté, right? Now, maybe some of that, can't be controlled by Real Madrid because maybe they'll have to, maybe Liverpool are digging in, no, we'll let him go on a free next year rather than sell him for a knockdown fee now. And of course, I keep seeing these, stupid articles online that say Liverpool have offered him a new deal. Of course they have offered him a new deal because Liverpool will spend what's left trying to convince him his time is at Liverpool, just to renew with Liverpool, to stay with Liverpool, which they tried to do with Trent, right? But Trent, he obviously wanted to go there. If Liverpool can't agree a fee with Real Madrid this summer, and it currently sounds like they're miles apart, then Liverpool will continue to try and get him to renew. If not, he'll go on a free, and good fucking riddance to him if he don't want to play for Liverpool, as far as I'm concerned. So, the articles today, talking about other centre-backs falling down, which means Konaté will be going, oh, maybe I've got even more of a chance of going there. So, not a great, exciting video, but you're getting the, the insight regarding their other options and whatnot. All right, guys. I've got lots more coming up for you, including an episode of Traitor Trent, which usually upsets a few wet wipes that are new to the channel. So that's coming up for you. I've got a bit on Isak and whatnot. If you found this video informative, helpful in any way, shape or form, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. If you want to support the channel, you can get me a beer or a coffee. There's a love art under the video. I always give a shout out to people that do that in my morning briefings on my other channel. All right, the Duncan Oldham channel, the link is in the video description to that channel and it will pop up on the screen. If you like this channel, you like that one over there. We talk Liverpool, Cop Talk, we talk me, we talk you. It's like community with a bit extra thrown in. So if you like my content, please do feel free to come over there. Shout out to my channel members, squad. They're the people with a football next to their name in the comments, all right? And you bow to them when you see them, because if it wasn't for them, I won't be able to subscribe to all these things and pay for all these things. To bring you, just some different content to what's out there, I think. All right, guys, take it easy. Maybe see you tonight live on here around 6 or 7, all right?